The Harlem Renaissance Literature, Exploring its Characteristics and Impact. The Harlem Renaissance, a vibrant cultural and artistic movement that emerged in Harlem, New York during the 1920s and 1930s, produced an extraordinary body of literature that reflected the experiences, struggles, and aspirations of African Americans. The literary works of this era continue to resonate today, showcasing unique characteristics that defined the Harlem Renaissance and left an indelible mark on American literature. In this article, we will explore the key characteristics of Harlem Renaissance literature and examine its lasting impact on the literary landscape. Celebration of Black culture and identity. One of the defining features of Harlem Renaissance literature was the celebration of Black culture and identity. Writers of this era sought to depict the beauty, resilience, and vibrancy of African American life, countering the prevailing stereotypes and derogatory portrayals prevalent at the time. Through their works, they celebrated the richness of Black traditions, music, folklore, and spirituality, portraying a diverse and multifaceted Black experience. Racial pride and empowerment. Harlem. Renaissance literature embraced racial pride and empowerment. Writers like Langston Hughes and Claude McKay depicted the struggles and triumphs of African Americans, emphasizing the need for self-assertion and the fight against racial injustice. Their works exuded a sense of resilience, urging African Americans to embrace their heritage, reclaim their dignity, and demand equality. Exploration of identity and assimilation. Another prominent characteristic of Harlem Renaissance literature was the exploration of identity and the complexities of assimilation. Writers delved into questions of racial identity, cultural heritage, and the challenges faced by African Americans in a society that often demanded conformity and assimilation. Authors like Nella Larson and Jean Toomer tackled issues of passing, colorism, and the search for belonging, revealing the internal conflicts and tensions within the African American community. Use of vernacular and jazz aesthetics. Harlem Renaissance literature embraced the use of vernacular language and drew inspiration from the vibrant rhythms and melodies of jazz music. Authors like Langston Hughes infused their works with the cadences, slang, and oral traditions of African American communities, creating a distinctive literary voice that reflected the lived experiences of the people. The influence of jazz can be seen in the improvisational and rhythmic qualities of the writing, with its syncopated language and vivid imagery. Engagement with social and political issues, Harlem Renaissance literature served as a platform for addressing social and political issues of the time. Writers openly confronted racism, discrimination, and the realities of African American life in the face of societal injustices. They explored themes of racial violence, poverty, inequality, and the limitations imposed by segregation. Through their works, they sought to raise awareness, provoke thought, and inspire social change. Experimentation and modernist influences. Harlem Renaissance literature embraced experimentation and incorporated modernist influences. Authors like Zora Neale Hurston and Jean Toomer experimented with narrative structure, form, and language, breaking traditional literary conventions. They infused their works with symbolism, stream of consciousness techniques, and non-linear narratives, pushing the boundaries of literary expression and contributing to the modernist movement. The impact of Harlem Renaissance literature cannot be overstated. The works produced during this era gave voice to African Americans, challenging dominant narratives and reshaping the literary canon. The Harlem Renaissance served as a catalyst for future generations of African American writers, providing inspiration and opening doors for their literary careers. Moreover, the influence of Harlem Renaissance literature extended beyond the African American community, impacting the broader literary landscape and influencing American culture as a whole. The Harlem Renaissance literature continues to captivate readers today, providing a powerful lens through which to explore the complexities of race, identity, and social dynamics. The works of Langston Hughes, Zora Neale Hurston, Claude McKay, and others have become timeless classics, cherished for their artistic merits and their role in shaping the American literary tradition. In conclusion, the literature of the Harlem Renaissance embodied the spirit of a transformative era in African American history. Its characteristics, including the celebration of Black culture, racial pride, exploration of identity, Vernacular language, engagement with social issues, and experimentation set it apart as a vibrant and influential literary movement. The impact of Harlem Renaissance literature reverberates through time, inspiring future generations and serving as a testament to the power of literature to challenge norms, provoke thought, and bring about social change.